Hi, welcome back, and you're very welcome if you're new. I'm going to plan today in my B5 Hemlock Oak Weekly Planner, and I'll be planning for week 23, which is the 2nd through to the 8th of June. If you remember a few weeks ago, we did Capture the Day theme from Hubman and Chubgirl with a little cow, and it's put me in the mood to use the Strawberry Harvest theme going into summer. I know we're not quite into summer yet, but I'm in the summer mood, so that's what I'm going to use. So this is the kit, and you get 6 sheets. And then I have 1 sheet of the larger sticker sheets, which is Strawberry Harvest. I love that little cow, he's my favourite. This is actually a journal card that came with a subscription. I'm just going to set that aside. And I also have 3 of the larger die cuts left. They come in a pack of 5. And then finally I have some of the smaller sticker sheets left. Strawberry treats, fresh strawberries, baskets of strawberries, and then these are just some that were left over that I had previously used that I removed the backing and stuck the leftovers on. Let's get started straight away, and I'm going to put down the dates and the full boxes.
That I lie when I say that I'm fine, 'cause you know me like that. You know me better than anyone I know. And you know I need space, a little time for myself when I'm stressed and upset. You know me better. That's how I know this is forever. All the years, every single tear, all the regrets and promises, all breakups, bumps in the road, we've been until we break. We keep crashing down, but baby we got up. Yeah, look at us now. After all these years, yours and mine, it's you and I. It's you and I. You won't say it out loud, but I can tell you're not fine. 'Cause I know you like that. I know you better than anyone you know. Yeah, I know exactly how you bottle things up inside.
Okay, sidebar time. I usually put the week, but I completely forgot. So I'll have to just go back and write week 23 at the top. But as well as the week, I also put where I'm working. So whether I'm working from home or I'm working in the office. I'm back to work on Monday. I've been off for the week, boo-hoo. Absolutely flew in, but I'm really proud of myself because I deep cleaned my bedroom and repainted it. And it's been bugging me for a while, the fixes that it needed and etc, etc, and now it's looking lovely. Whenever I get my new bed covers, I'll show you what it looks like in a future plan with me. I'm really happy with it. But anyway, as well as doing my work hours, I also do my socials, and I use 2 habit trackers for that to mark when I post to YouTube, when I post to Instagram, and when I post to TikTok. And then finally I do the weather, and I do the high and low for each day. And all of those things give me a picture of what the day was like. Well, maybe not the socials, but because I schedule my videos in advance. But the weather and work, it's a completely different day if I'm working in the office versus working from home. And if it's completely freezing outside versus it's a gorgeous sunny day, it just gives you that picture. However, next year I think I am going to change up the weather part, and I'm going to put it in my daily journal. But the rest of it I think I'm going to keep the same. And the pen I'm going to be writing with this week is my Zebra Sarasa in the Grand Barrel, and it's blue-black. Love these pens, and I particularly love the Grand Barrels. I just think they look really gorgeous. But next year I'm looking to try to use my fountain pens more. I just haven't been using them as much this year because I write on stickers. But I think next year I'm going to give the kits a break, which will give me the opportunity to write on the paper more. So keep an eye out for that. Whether I decide to do it or not, I don't know, but we'll see. So I've wrote in everything in the sidebar now, and I'm going to do the bottom bar. And if I haven't put any of those sidebar things over to the bottom for something different, I just fill it in with some decor and have some fun.
But you don't have to be stubborn. I know you better than anyone you know. Darling, we have been to hell and back. That's how I know this is forever. All these years, every single tear, all the regrets and promises.
Planning wise then, I'm just putting down one of the open food boxes to put in back to work, and then a quarter box underneath it to mark my Tesco delivery at 12. Something I've got into the habit of doing this year is just using the kits because I have so many stickers in them and I want to make use of them. So I'll put down a food box, and maybe if there's an icon within the kit, I'll use it. Sometimes I'll use the small stickers just to set to the side. I haven't been using what I refer to as my main sticker collection. So it'll be Hubman and Chubgirl, Coffee Monsterz Co and Fox&Pip stickers of icons and a girl with a laundry basket, you know, things that I just put alongside food boxes. Yeah, I haven't been doing that this year. And that's also something I want to change about next year and use those icons. But for this year, I'm just really enjoying using the kits. And like I said, there's just so much within them. But one thing I will say about myself is I do use them all between my planner and my journal, and that might not necessarily be in one go. For example, you could see that I had some leftovers put on the backing of a sticker sheet and I only had 3 of the vinyls left, and that's because I used this theme last year with a Hobonichi kit, so you get plenty of use out of them. And then if I have 1 or 2 things left, what I'm doing this year is putting it into a little booklet on a sheet, so if I'm stuck for a journal theme someday, I can lift them out and use them, so that way I'm able to get the most use out of the sticker kits as possible. So I have everything in now in the first half of the week that I need to put in advance. So now I'm going to move on to Thursday, and on Thursday I have a nail appointment at 5 o'clock. Normally I go over my lunch, but I had to go with after work because I had initially booked it on the Wednesday, because the Thursday slot was booked, but I booked them really far in advance, and since then our car broke down and called it a day. So Stephen gives me a lift and he's able to drive his mum and dad's car, thankfully. However, they need their car on a Wednesday, so it's just not possible for me to get there on a Wednesday. So thankfully the girl that was able to do my nails moved it to Thursday for me, and I can still get them done. And then on Saturday I now do my weigh-in and take my medication. And then the last thing I'm going to put in is to update the grocery app for the delivery on Monday. And then I'm just going to add a little sticker from each of the small sheets in lieu of an icon like I was talking about earlier. Just something fun. Don't always do this now, but I felt like it this week. And that's all I'm going to put in. It'll fill out as the week goes on, and I'm hoping to get back into a routine this week. I didn't go for a walk or anything last week. I was just so totally in the zone of getting my room decorated. But it's back to the grind on Monday.
Somewhere along the way, somehow we ended up at a crossroad and we got lost. Somewhere you chose to go left while I turned the eye.